कैसे है रे बाबू? How are you guys? Sir, YouTube లో స్ట్రీమ్ చేశారా?
స్టార్ట్ చేశాను సార్. మీరు నిన్న పంపించింది కదా కి?
నేను పంపించింది.
ఓకే, స్టార్ట్ అయింది సార్. ఇట్ స్టార్టెడ్.
Hello guys, how are you all? Arey, what happened re babu? I told this session is very very important. Very less students. Still, we expected 100 students to come here. YouTube में एक student था बस. अरे बाबा. क्या होमी? How are you? Aditya Garu.
Inform to your friends. Bring all of them.
Chalo. Done. So very important thing. Tomorrow is important day. We are going to launch 2 subjects. One is environmental, another one is surveying. Environmental at 5:30. Surveying is at 8 p.m. 2 subjects, environmental and
very long time. Yeah.
5:30 and 8 p.m. Do join the course. Abhi 20% off is going on in Unacademy. So this is the lowest price you can get Unacademy subscription. So do join the course. Chalo, we are not going to take much more time off you. We'll move on directly. Okay? We don't want to waste the time also. Good evening, Pranjal Mukherjee. How are you? Pranam, 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 Debu Malia. Nitesh, Rohit. कैसे है रे बाबू? How are you all guys? जोर से बताओ एक बार. जोर से बताओ एक बार. आदित्य कैसे है? वाव, काव्या, Siti Lakshmi, Vipin, Manoj,
Abhishek, everyone, good evening. Joining slowly.
ये दादी गारू को भी बुलाओ ना, देबू मालिया.
Dadi is busy in counting money, sir. She wanted to load the trucks and send money, to distribute the money. That's why she is busy, it seems.
Subject complete हो जाएगा, don't worry.
Yeah.
Complete हो जाएगा. अभिनव जी नमस्कार, कैसे हैं? I'm good, Nitesh. Good evening, NYS.
Yes.
Everything you can get a link. Everything you can get link in our group. Don't worry, Abhigar. Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I'm good, Kavya. Raise hand का जरूरत क्या है? अभी raise hand नहीं था. अभी क्या हो रहा है? We are discussing subject wise. समझ करो अच्छे से. It itself will take long time. Every subject, हर एक subject में हर एक topic का बारे में बात करेगा. थोड़ा ध्यान से अच्छे से सुनो. समझ आ रहा है? So IISC conducted GATE exam 1990, 96, 2002, 2008, 2016 for every 8 years. For every 8 years, IISC is conducted the exam. So now, based on the previous year papers of IISC, and very important, nice, Rohit, and very importantly, every subject में हर एक chapter को क्या-क्या चीज मिलते हैं exam में. And I would like to inform one point here. अच्छे से सुनो, 2023 एग्जाम के लिए IIT कानपुर सेशन हम कंडक्ट किया. On that day, I told very clearly, IIT कानपुर is something different. Typical questions आएगा, lengthy questions आएगा, ऐसा बोल दिया. I don't know how many of you remembered. Messi गारू था ये सेशन में, देबू मालिया था, old students are there. So very clearly, IIT कानपुर ऐसा भी दिया. 2023 में एग्जाम कैसा हो गया? लेंथी क्वेश्चंस गिवन, टिपिकल क्वेश्चन, डिफरेंट मॉडल्स गिवन. IISC कैसा हो जाएगा? कंक्लूजन लास्ट में दिएगा. If I give conclusion now, conclusion लेके चल जाएगा. पहले सब्जेक्ट वाइज बात करेगा. कंक्लूजन कैसा हो जाएगा पेपर, आप कैसा प्रिपेयर होना चाहिए, लास्ट में बात करेगा. अभी एक एक सब्जेक्ट का बारे में बात करेगा. Everything we will talk. Falcon, yes. Durgesh Goyal, good evening. We are good. Kavya. Hello.
Yeah.
Mrignaka, how are you? So, yes, we go ahead with fluid mechanics. देखो 1990 में fluid mechanics 8 marks. 96 अरे बाबा देखो 39 marks रे बाबा. And out of all IITs, na, FM highest weightage is given by IISc only. Out of all IITs, out of all types of sessions, FM highest weightage is from IISc. IISc most favorite subject is fluid mechanics. Only FM, it is not OCF included. OCF separate. 2002 में 3 मार्क, 2008 8 मार्क, 2016 7 मार्क. Very important secret I am going to reveal. Boundary layer concept अभी तक कोई क्वेश्चन आ गया, all questions are from IISc only. Boundary layer concept theory is there na. This is the most favorite topic of IISc. No, individual. Rohit garu individual. This 7 marks is individual. Good evening, Ritik. So boundary layer theory concept is most favorite topic of IISc, and it is missed in 2016. 2016 में मिस हो गया. पक्का 2024 में एक क्वेश्चन आएगा. And always they are talking about delta, laminar boundary layer thickness. Mostly that laminar boundary layer thickness concept से क्वेश्चन आएगा आपको. अच्छे से पढ़ लो बाउंड्री लेयर कॉन्सेप्ट. हाँ रोहित अभी आएगा 24 में यूज हो जाएगा इनका बारे में. एंड व्हेन इट इज कमिंग टू प्रॉपर्टीज नवेडेज जस्ट बेसिक्स में चलेगा. आपको कोई क्वेश्चन इतना आसान नहीं आएगा. बेसिक्स कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं था. फ्लूइड स्टैटिक्स, प्रेशर मेजरमेंट का बारे में क्वेश्चन आएगा. प्रेशर मेजरमेंट का बारे में फ्लूइड स्टैटिक्स में क्वेश्चन आएगा. काइनेमैटिक्स जस्ट आप वेलोसिटी का बारे में सोचो, मिल जाएगा सिर्फ वेलोसिटी. डायनामिक्स इतना ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं था. फोकस ऑन फ्लो थ्रू पाइप, फोकस ऑन फ्लो थ्रू पाइप. सो आई कैन राइट वन बाय वन. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. फोकस्ड एरिया, boundary layer concept, then immediately what you can focus, because the trend, if you observe na last 6 years trend, dimensional analysis is most important. Without dimensional analysis question last 6 years there is no gate paper, not with respect to IISc. That is what I am saying. Asif ji, you take 2018 to 2023 paper without dimensional analysis at least in one session. पक्का एक क्वेश्चन डायमेंशनल एनालिसिस से आ गया. So you focus more on boundary layer concept, dimensional analysis, flow through pipe. This is your first priority. Flow through pipe से कैसा आ गया क्वेश्चन? Flow through pipe से we solved one question like this. HF determine करो. This is the model of question. Flow through pipes. Then flow through pipe से ऐसा मॉडल. हाँ ऐसा मॉडल आएगा. Kinematics से I think you remember kinematics, velocity or acceleration determination. using stream function or velocity potential function, phi and psi. Velocity or acceleration determination using phi and psi. These four are most important. After that, pressure measurement. So these are enough from fluid mechanics. And very important, I would like to say, 8 marks आ गया ना देखो एक बार, 8 marks 2008, 7 marks in 2016, 3 marks in 2008, 3 marks in 2016 theory question re baba. Straight away theory questions whatever we solved in the class. So 8 marks में 3 mark theory and this time MSQ also there. So we are expecting the same pattern. And the theory is related to whatever written in our notes only. You don't worry. But MSQ, I told her this is the model of MSQ. We can expect, this is the model of MSQ we can expect. 2-3 topics combined. First sentence from boundary layer, second sentence from laminar flow, third sentence from statics, like that they can give. We have to analyze. That models we can expect. So that is about fluid mechanics. Chalo? So more focus, as of now we feel this is a tough and we are ready to leave. But that is important boundary layer concept. Itna अच्छे से पढ़ लो. Chalo, we'll move on to RPSR subject strength of material.
Yeah. Good evening to latecomers. Right. So here, if you just observe, strength of materials also, they are focusing more. If you just say 1997 marks they have given, 96 3 marks, and 2002 2 marks only they have given. Again in 2008 is 17 marks, and 2016 is 10 marks they have given, right? So this is actually 6 marks in one set and 4 marks in one set actually. So they are giving good amount of weightage from this strength of materials, you can observe mostly. And here mostly they are focusing on which one, these deflections, right? These IISC Bangalore, they are very much interested in this deflections topic, right? If you just observe 2 marks, 2 marks, 6 marks, 2 marks, right? So almost a higher weightage they have given from these deflections of beams, you can say. So you cannot neglect that deflections of beams, right? Generally you may not be getting tough questions as that of IIT Kanpur in this. So somewhat lesser difficult questions only you will be getting from these deflections, you can say, right? So if you are thorough with this basic deflection formula I have given in our class. Yeah.
Siva, it is written very clearly. Out of 10 marks, 6 marks is for set 1, 4 marks is for set 2.
Yeah.
But in this 7 marks in set 1, 7 marks in set 2. This is individually set 1 7 marks. Again set 2 also 7 marks FM. But here strength of material 6 marks in set 1, 4 marks in set 2. Ashok Krishna garu meer vacharu nem chusamu, don't worry, class continue cheyandi Ashok Krishna garu.
Yeah. So first topic to be focused is deflection of beams, right? After this deflection of beams, so unlike other IITs, they are focusing on these columns and shear center also, you can say, right? So generally from this columns and shear center you will not be expecting much questions, right? Many people, many of the examinations you may not be getting questions, but IISc Bangalore they have focused on columns and shear center also, you can say, right? So this 2002 they have not given, but 1990, 96 and 2008 they have given 4 marks if you just have it, right? 2016 they have not given, means 2024 there is a chance of getting this question, right? So columns and shear center, right? In this so first one to be focused is deflections, second one is columns and shear center. So in this columns and shear center also, shear center don't go into much depth, all of you, right? Don't go into much depth, just identification of this shear center, okay? I have given some points if you just observe in our strength of material class. Those points if you are thorough with that will be more than sufficient, right? So we have solved some numerical questions also. Mostly according to my analysis, right, numerical questions may not be given from the shear center, you can say, right? And if numerical questions are given, that too they will be given from columns only, right? So those Euler's columns, all cases you are having now, those cases you have to focus, right? Hinge condition, fixed condition, fixed hinge condition, right? Fixed free condition, right? Those uh, under all these conditions, right, what is the effective length, right? If you are thorough with this now, mostly you will be getting from these Euler's only, right? Rankin and others, there are less chances of getting from that, you can say, right? So previously, and after that they are focusing on the first chapter, right? If you just observe, this is simple stresses and strains now. Almost every IIT will be focusing on this chapter. Whatever you, not even GATE, whatever the examination you consider now, without a question from this simple stresses and strains, you don't have any question paper, you can say. Okay, mostly 99% without a question from the simple stresses and strains, you don't have any question paper, right? Because that is the most favorite topic for all the examiners, right? If I am setting the question paper, definitely I'll be giving question from the simple stresses and strains, you can say, right? And here in the simple stresses and strains also, mostly what we need to, yeah, every IIT will love stress and strain, right? Obviously. So here in this stresses and strains also, right, what is that you have to focus mostly? These relations will be there na, E, K and this G or N, whatever it is the symbol you are using, right? Elastic modulus, bulk modulus and this shear modulus, right? Those relations you have to focus first, is not? From these relations you may be getting, and after the relations, right, what is it you can say, that volumetric strain, is not? Volumetric strain calculations you may have to focus, right? And after that composite with the temperature or without a temperature, right, like that, is not? So these are the three topics you have to focus mostly from the simple stresses and strains, right? So those are the topics I have observed from this first chapter, you can say, right? And generally uh, other IITs, they will be focusing on which one, this SFD and BMD and this principal stresses and strains mostly, but IISc has focused less, you can say, if you just observe. So very rarely they are giving questions from this, right? Generally when you study for all examinations now, these two topics you will be focusing fully, but IISc Bangalore is focusing very less on these topics, you can say. And the torsion of shafts also very less focus you can keep, right? So first priority, yeah, first priority deflection, second priority columns, and third priority you have to give for simple stresses and strains, right? These are the first to be studied topics, you can say, right? Especially you are attending for 2020.
More circle.
Yeah.
बाहर होगा तो एक आदमी चल जाए.
Yeah, more circle will come under this principal stresses and strains, na, right? So this IISc Bangalore questions, if you just observe na, one question was based on this more circle and one question was theoretical question, right? Same more circle only, if you are doing theoretically, that formulas will be there na, just you remember those formulas, that's it, is na? Don't worry about anything. Okay, yeah, sir. So columns and shear center deflections. Third one is simple stresses and strains.
SOM के लिए expected weightage not more than this 5 to 6 marks.
5 to 6 marks, like that.
Or maximum 7, not more than.
Yeah.
So nowadays we observe not only we can consider IISc pattern, we have to consider recent 5-6 years pattern also we have to take. So considering IISc pattern also, marks will be like that only. And recent 5 to 6 years pattern also, marks will be 5 to 6 marks only, not more than that.
Just only the topics of focus are little bit changing here and there.
So now, open channel flow. So see, every year, today only we started the topic, without a hydraulic jump question. Without a hydraulic jump question. There is no question paper of IISc. So पक्का question आएगा बोल रहे हैं. So this itself reflects 1 mark, 2 mark, 2 mark, 2 mark, 2 mark. पक्का आ गया ना? So total it is a 2, 3, 2, 4, 4, 2. So average we can take 3 marks मिलेगा आपको. 3 marks पक्का मिलेगा. On an average 3 marks पक्का मिलेगा. And very important, अच्छे से सुनो. We have solved gradually varied flow का lengthy questions, very lengthy questions, complicated questions कर दिया. And that many lengthy, that much complicated questions नहीं आ रहा है IISc. The most easiest questions are given by IISc from open channel. straight away questions, direct straight away. देखो, only flow profile से one type, channel geometry से one type. That's it. Channel geometry, that too about most economical channel section, MES में आ गया. And all the theory questions are related to, in the beginning we studied na, uniform flow equation, Manning's formula, Cheji formula, relationships. ये यूनिफॉर्म फ्लो इक्वेशन से 1 मार्क थियरी क्वेश्चन मिलेगा आपको, 1 मार्क, 2 मार्क्स फ्रॉम हाइड्रोलिक जंप. दिस इज मोस्ट एक्सपेक्टेड. बाय चांस इफ दे वांट टू स्किप, एवरी ईयर दे आर गिविंग, बाय चांस इफ दे वांट टू स्किप they can go for immediately to flow profiles, most people. So your first priority hydraulic jump, second priority flow profile, third priority specific energy. Because even you take latest 5-6 year trend, every year channel geometry is coming since last year, since latest 5-6 year. Last year also question is there from channel geometry. But last year, before last year, there is no question from hydraulic jump. There is no question from flow profiles. You need to focus on these 2 topics very, very well. Okay? Done?
Yeah. So next subject, you are new. Please give some guidance about GATE. Yeah. So you attend the classes from basics, automatically you will get the subject, definitely.
इसका मत बोलो ना.
Yeah.
आप बोलो you are weak in tension and compression. इसका क्या हो जाएगा? झूठेगा.
Yeah.
अरे Mantosh only, we know it. He is Mantosh only, we know
He is
it.
Mantosh only. Yeah, same steel and structure, always talking in every class. Yeah. So surveying, before I'll start, tomorrow we'll be starting that surveying at 8 p.m. now. So 70 hours class will be there and 35 sessions up to July 5th it will be over. Okay. So mostly here if you just observe, there is a little difference you can observe, right, from the previous IIT Kanpur wala pattern and this IISC pattern. If you just observe now, there is a little bit of difference you can observe here. Yeah, I am good, Deb. How are you? Right. So here there was no question previously from this fundamentals of the surveying, you can say, right? People will neglect that topic mostly, but if you just observe IISc Bangalore, they did not neglect it, right? In 2008 they have given which one, this is 3 marks, you can say, and that too all are theoretical questions only. So from the fundamentals of the surveying, that principle of the surveying, types of the survey, so various definitions you are having now, isn't it? Yeah, various definitions you are having now, so from them you will be getting them, you can say, right? From them you will be getting mostly. Okay. And generally leveling also the topic will be focusing, and here in the latest 2 years only they started giving. I think they will be continuing this one, because the leveling also will be very important topic to be focused, you can say, right?
Not only IISc, when we observe last 5-6 year paper, one question is regularly coming from leveling.
Yes, yes sir, that's what I am saying, right? So we can expect this time also, right? Even though they did not give in the initial years, so we may expect this time, that is what I am saying, right? And traversing also the topic they are very much interested in, right? Other IITs are not interested in this topic, but these people, IISc Bangalore people, are very much interested in this which one, this traversing, you can say, right? So you have to focus on this traversing, right? What is a traversing? That latitude departure wala will be there now, and some theoretical questions you can observe, and some numerical questions also you can observe, you can say, right? From this which one, this traversing, right? Traverse and adjustments also will be included in this, right? Both I'm telling together. And what are the other topics to be focused if you wanted to focus? That curves, right? Generally in this curves na, which kind of curves we are having? Horizontal and vertical curves. Mostly you will be getting from horizontal curves only, right? Vertical curves very rarely they will go on to vertical curves, you can say. And the transition curve also they may not go mostly they will go on to which one, this horizontal curve, right? What is the reason is because that a transition curve and vertical curves will be covered in this highway also, if you just observe, right? So that is the reason they may not give same vertical curve question from surveying as well as from transportation, you can say. And if they wanted to give, they can give from railway also. So that is why especially in surveying mostly you focus on which one, these are horizontal curves, right? Those properties are there na. From we have written different properties of these horizontal curves, right? those topics you try to focus mostly, right? Mostly maximum 99% questions will be from the properties of this curves only, right? Setting out of curve you may not get any question, okay? Setting out of curve you may not get any question. Only from the properties of this curves you will be getting the question, you can say, okay? Yeah. Trigonometric leveling, yeah.
You attend the class now. Class is going to start.
Class will start. You attend the class. I'll tell you in the class itself how to do that, right? Based on the question given, you have to draw the diagram. Especially in the surveying, some compass is there, na? Compass that included angles and bearing wala problem, and this trigonometric leveling. Especially these 2 to 3 topics are there. There you should know how to draw the diagram based on the given data. If you learn how to draw the diagram based on the given data, na, then it's over. Just only drawing the diagram is very difficult. Very difficult means that is the toughest part in the entire question, you can say. And solving the question is just a single step. Only drawing the diagram will take more time. So you attend the classes and you learn how to draw the diagram based on the given data, right? Because we are going to say all those things, right? How to draw the diagram based on the given data, don't worry, right? And so these are the topics mostly they are focusing, right? Other topics like tachymetry, triangulation, areas and volumes, they are just focusing very less, you can say. And actually we can expect one more thing also, that photogrammetry, aerial photogrammetry. In the last 6 to 7 years, if you just 5-6 years, if you just observe, almost every year they are giving questions from aerial photogrammetry, right? Almost every year they are giving question from aerial photogrammetry. Even though IISC they did not concentrate more, so they may concentrate from now onwards, right? Because photogrammetry importance has increased in real life also, right? Because lot of activities are going on related to that, right? That's why, so we can expect question from this photogrammetry also along with these topics, you can say, right? Like that. This is about your surveying. Mostly the level of questions will be moderate only, right? Not that much difficult questions, you can say, from surveying especially.
Yeah, hello Buddhadev, we are fine. And somebody asked if we start now preparation. Ashik, if you start preparation now, 8 months are there. If you plan well, if you work for 12 hours a day, 6 months में syllabus खत्म हो जाएगा, अच्छे से revise करेगा. The only target, you must be self-dedicated, concentrated, focused on preparation. That is only required, Ashik. अब हो जाएगा syllabus, खत्म हो जाएगा. 6 महीने में खत्म हो जाएगा. 8 महीने भी नहीं चाहिए. DJ गारू कैसे? We are waiting for DJ in environmental class with Rajav Babu. Chalo.
Yeah, Messi, that was a very easy question. Just a simple direct formula substitution. We have solved much more difficult questions in the class than that, right? Just a direct simple substitution.
He will send all formulas in comment box. He is more intelligent nowadays. He is attending offline classes, na? That is all. You are at Unacademy. Mr. Ashok Krishna garu Unacademy lone unnaru. Meeru store ki illara, meeru Unacademy store ki. Chalo guys. So I have analyzed the environmental engineering. I would like to say one point over here. Very important point. Out of all IITs, IISC is giving simple and straight away easy questions in environmental. Easy, इतना आसान क्वेश्चन दे रहे, कोई ट्विस्ट नहीं था, कोई डिफिकल्टी नहीं था, डायरेक्ट स्ट्राइट अवे सिंपल क्वेश्चंस आ रहे. But we must aware of MSQ. This time also numerical हमको आसान हो गया. MSQ tough लग रहा है. So this time we have to focus more on MSQs. That is only the thing you have to focus MSQs. देखो, when you observe the weightage, 15 marks in 2002, 14 marks in 2008, 10 marks in set 1 in 2016, 11 marks in set 2, 2016. 10 marks in set 1, 11 marks in set 2. So, as usual, देखो, कभी भी quality of water से question पक्का आएगा ना आपको. And those who attended environmental इनको मालूम था, quality of water से कार्बोनेट नॉन कार्बोनेट हार्डनेस डिराइव करने के लिए हमारा फेवरेट क्वेश्चन ऐसा दिएगा ना, MEQ पर लीटर दिएगा. सो फाइंड आउट कार्बोनेट हार्डनेस, फाइंड आउट नॉन कार्बोनेट हार्डनेस. This model first time introduced by IISc. This kind of model first time introduced by IISc. And how to solve this CH and NCH sweet cut formula दिया ना क्लास में, KPs are sweet cut formula. ये स्वीट कट फार्मूला से इतना 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 आसान हो जाएगा, इजी हो जाएगा. Yes, Pranjal, always chemical quality only, always chemical quality questions only, and IISc is focusing. So this one more question, second question from quality of what IISc is focusing, IS 10,500 quality standards from quality of what. These two are the most repeated. IS 10,500 standards and numerical में सिर्फ CH and CH, not more than that from quality of one. And treatment में IISc का favorite topic क्या है मालूम था? Sedimentation. There are no questions from filtration, there are no questions from chlorination, there are no questions from coagulation. सिर्फ sedimentations में question दे रहा है. अभी तक sedimentation से आ गया क्वेश्चन. अरे आप पर्सनली बात करेगा तो हमारा ग्रुप्स है, व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप, टेलीग्राम चैनल है, पर्सनली उधर बात करो रे बाबा, इधर स्पैम मत करो मैसेज बॉक्स. सो दैट प्रीवियसली दे फोकस्ड मोर ऑन सेडिमेंटेशन एंड आल्सो देखो अच्छे से देखो, लास्ट 5 to 6 years आल्सो विदाउट सेडिमेंटेशन क्वेश्चन देयर इज नो क्वेश्चन पेपर. वन क्वेश्चन पक्का आएगा सेडिमेंटेशन से, वन क्वेश्चन ज्यादा पक्का बहुत अच्छे से मिल जाएगा सेडिमेंटेशन से. चेक 2016 to 2023 पेपर्स, इधर सेट 1 और सेट 2 वन क्वेश्चन सेडिमेंटेशन में पक्का मिलेगा. एंड डिजाइन ऑफ सीवर्स कोई आईआईटी में हम नहीं बात किया इनका बारे में, डायरेक्टली वी गो टू बीओडी ना, बट डिजाइन ऑफ सीवर से क्वेश्चन आएगा. डिजाइन ऑफ सीवर से क्वेश्चन हम कर दिया डायामीटर का बारे में, वेलोसिटी एंड स्लोप चेंज हो गया, वेलोसिटी एंड स्लोप चेंज होने के बाद ये मिलेगा डायामीटर, चेंज इन डायामीटर, इनका बारे में. दैट क्वेश्चंस वी आर गेटिंग डिजाइन ऑफ सीवर्स. ये कोड आप क्लास अटेंड करेगा ना एनवायरमेंटल अखंड गार, यू आर गोइंग टू अटेंड माय एनवायरमेंटल फुल लेंथ कोर्स ना, उधर मिल जाएगा कोड बुक आपको. डोंट वरी, I will give exactly required 2 pages, 3 pages code book. You don't worry, you can get everything. Okay? And first time the question of PHOD. First time the question of PHOD introduced by IISc Bangalore. So पहले बार there is no question of PHOD before IISc Bangalore. First time they have given. And they are giving BOD 5. And they will ask BOD for 3 days, BOD for 7 days, BOD for 4 days. Such kind of models. Sewage characteristics say either 5-day BOD given, 7-day, 3rd day, 6th day, 4th day ऐसा पूछेगा, और THOD क्वेश्चन आएगा. देखो ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ सीवेज कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं था, बट अंडरलाइन करो, अभी मिल जाएगा एक्टिवेटेड स्लज प्रोसेस. ये ज्यादा फोकस करो, एक्टिवेटेड स्लज प्रोसेस. And these are given here ना. अभी तक पूरा का पूरा थियरी दिया, न्यूमेरिकल कुछ नहीं दिया, बट वी एक्सपेक्ट 2023 में न्यूमेरिकल क्वेश्चन प्रॉब्लमैटिक मिलेगा. 1 MSQ, 1 न्यूमेरिकल क्वेश्चन, 1 प्रॉब्लम, दोनों मिल जाएगा. सो दीज आर द मोस्ट फोकस्ड, बट दोज आर इजी ओनली निखिल. All new question pattern given in IISc, no doubt, but those are not that much difficult. Direct straight away questions, if you know the concept, you can solve the questions. So you can focus on the topics like quality of water, BOD, sedimentation, activated sludge process, air pollution, solid waste management, sewer design. These 7 topics will play big role. These 7 topics will play big role. And tomorrow at 3 PM we have orientation session of environmental. In that in detailly we will talk. बाबू ओमी 3 बजे कल प्लस कोर्स में ओरिएंटेशन सेशन था. plus course starting tomorrow 3 PM environmental engineering orientation session था. इधर हम बात करेगा अच्छे से, ठीक है? एयर पोल्यूशन, AP means एयर पोल्यूशन, ओके? चलो.
Right. Transportation engineering, when you observe, one good news here, because compared to IIT Kanpur, here you will be getting very easy questions, right? Especially whenever you are getting a new type of question, that too from traffic engineering, that was given by IIT Kanpur. When last time KP sir and myself has done analysis, I said the same point, and you have got that question right, you can say, right, from this speed versus the time, right? But in IISC na, you don't expect such kind of twist, okay? You will not be expecting any kind of twist from IISC Bangalore pattern, you can say. Mostly, if you just observe in transportation, they are giving the repeated type of questions, right? Whatever, for example, that Q equal to KV basic formula, when Q is constant, K is inversely proportional to V rate, that fundamental relation we have mentioned now. From that fundamental relation, very long back they have given, just they have modified it and they have given this another question in 2016, right? And there was one more question also, right? That calculation of which one, this super elevation question also, same type of question was repeated, you can say, right? Mostly in this geometric design part especially, right? From this geometric design part especially, so repeated type of these questions only you will be getting, right? So no need to, you will not be getting it. Generally itself you will not be getting any new questions, and that too IISc Bangalore you will never be getting any new type of questions, you can say, right? And traffic engineering also mostly new type of questions may not come, right? But here you have to focus on which one, these things, right? That the Poisson's negative is there na, is a no, negative Poisson's one is there na, e power minus lambda t formula, Poisson's distribution, negative Poisson's distribution, that you have to focus, right? Because nowadays they are giving mostly that question, right? Nowadays they are giving mostly, right, negative Poisson's distribution, right? Negative Poisson's distribution, you can say, right? So that you have to focus, right? Yes, na? So, and apart from that you have to focus on which one, this is signal problems, right? Signal delay, okay? So delay, every IIT are giving questions from this delay mostly. So the delay studies, they will be giving some diagram and they will be asking, right, either signal design or delay, right? That's delay is also part of signal only, either signal design calculation, time calculation, or delay question, right? Among these two only they will be giving question mostly, right? From this only you can get mostly, right? From this traffic engineering, right? Definitely there will be question from this traffic engineering, right? Without question from this traffic engineering, there is no question paper, you can say, yes na, right? Yes, traffic में problem है, yeah, shock waves will be there na, yes, shock waves are there. That 2023 question, new model question, that was from shock wave only, you can say, right? But here you may not expect that much difficult questions, okay? Rotary is not there, right? Again in the rotary is removed from the GATE syllabus. It is there only in ESC and state PSC, right? Rotary is removed from new GATE syllabus, you can say, right? Yeah. Airport also, if they will give, right, what they will give, just simply, right, in actually in 2016 they have introduced this airport and railway, but in 2016 there was no question. In 2017 one set they have given airport question and one set they have given railway question, right? Mostly airport you will be getting which one, runway length, that corrections, okay?
One
If
point I would like to say here, sir.
Yeah, sir.
2016 they introduced new subjects, construction technology, management, building material in GATE exam, and also they introduced so many new topics also in the syllabus. They added like airport, railway, tunnel. They added solid waste management, air pollution in environmental, noise pollution in environmental. 2016 से reforms आ गया GATE exam. Same syllabus they continued till 2021. Again 2021 में reformation हो गया. So maybe after once they release the brochure, we may expect some modification in syllabus also. Because whenever IISc conduct 2016, so much changes they have done for the syllabus. They added new topics and they added new subjects also. So we can expect some changes also will happen in the syllabus.
Yeah. So if at all there is a question from airport na, corrections only. You just 3 corrections we have discussed na. So how much time it will take? For completing that, just it will take 1 hour. Can't you spend 1 hour on that? right? And in case of this railway also, you will be getting from which one? This is super elevation, can't only, right? You will not be getting from anything else, you can say, right? If you are getting a question from railway, that is from can't. If you are getting a question from airport, that is from the corrections you will be getting, right? So these two, just spend half a day for these two and they will be completed, right? You need not spend 1 month, 2 months like bigger subjects, right? Just a half a day is sufficient enough to complete this railway and airport. Only gate point of view, right? ESC point of view you cannot complete, I am telling. Gate point of view you cannot complete just within half day, right? That too 3 hours if you spend na, 2 hours for railway and 1 hour for airport. If you spend, it will be over. Okay, you just find time and spend on this, right? And after that, generally whenever you say gate question na, highway materials and testing, we'll think that array yaar wo theoretical wala topics hai, right? Very less questions we'll get, we'll think like that, right? But IISC has given questions almost every year from highway materials and testing, right? All are theoretical questions and definitely pakka a question aayega, right? From highway materials and testing, right? It's not highway materials and testing, they will be giving definitely one question, right? And pavement also they will be giving one question, you can say. Pavement also you can expect a question from this IISc Bangalore, right? Because other patterns, if you just observe now, they are focusing more on the geometry design, little less on the pavement design. But IISc Bangalore pattern, if you just observe, they are focusing more on the pavement design, little less on the geometry design, you can say, right? And pavement design also, rigid pavement also they may be focusing, right? Direct formula substitution only, you'll not be getting any difficult question. I am saying you will not be getting any difficult question. Direct formula substitutions only, right? Whatever the formulas we are discussing now, so from this formulas only you will be getting, right? Direct formula substitution, right? Remember, direct formula substitution questions only you will be getting from pavement design, right? You need not worry much, right? That much depth questions will not be given. Okay, yeah. Yaad nahi hota highway material ka, means you have to write, right? We are writing the specifications na for each and every test name, test procedure, specifications, and what are the required values, recommended values by IRC we are mentioning now. Just you write those values for 2 to 3 times, then you can remember easily, right? That is why you have to maintain the short notes. In short notes, just 2 to 3 pages you sorry, 1 or 2 pages you keep for which one, these highway materials, and write all the specifications there, and whenever time available you just go through them, then you can remember automatically, right? Okay.
तस्सु नेक्स्ट ईयर ऐड हो जाएगा, अभिनव गारू अभी ऑफलाइन में चल रहे हैं ना तस्सु, नेक्स्ट ईयर ऑनलाइन में आएगा, ऐड हो जाएगा स्क्रीन में, वो पूरा बात करेगा. No need of तस्सु with other teachers, he will analyze all subjects, all पूरा का पूरा gate syllabus analyze करेगा तस्सु.
Yes, question level will not be that much difficult, and compared to IIT Kanpur, the question level will be easy only, right? Not easy but moderate, you can say, right? Not that much difficult, right? Easy to moderate, you can say. But theoretical questions also more you can get from here, right? So we think that mostly numerical questions from transportation, but theoretical questions also you'll get more from here, right? Yes, theoretical questions also you'll get more from here. Theoretical as well as how much importance you are giving for numerical, that much importance you have to give for theoretical, right? That is why highway materials they are focusing mostly na, yes or no? So those are all theoretical questions only, you can say, yes na?
Sir, this 15 marks is for only one set?
No sir, 8 plus 7 sir, that is 7 plus 8.
8 marks in set 1.
Set 1 and 7 marks in another set.
7 marks in set 2. Ashish garu, 8 marks in set 1, 7 marks in set 2. So same we can expect 8 to 10
8
marks.
to 10 marks. Absolutely.
8 to 10 marks, and don't expect IIT खड़गपुर धोखा दिया, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन से कम मार्क्स आ गया, अभी भी ऐसा हो जाएगा, ऐसा मत सोचो. Every time it won't happen.
IIT Kanpur.
IIT कानपुर में ऐसा हो गया, but कभी भी ऐसा नहीं हो जाएगा, रेगुलर पैटर्न में चलेगा.
Yeah, whenever IIT Kanpur is giving from traffic, they will give very new type of question, you can say, right? So, but IISc Bangalore, you don't expect that kind of things, okay? It will not be that much problematic from IISc Bangalore, right? If you are thorough with PYQs now, you can score full marks. That I can give guarantee now, especially for IISc pattern.
So, geotechnical engineering, I have analyzed the questions of other IITs and I have seen IISc. I felt a student who is writing 10th standard student writing 6th standard exam, ऐसा हो गया. Then I compared with IIT Delhi question, IIT Bombay question, IIT Kanpur question, and finally going to IISc Bangalore. Questions are that much easy. Even we have lengthy questions in consolidation, bearing capacity, oil foundation, but still questions are very easy, simple and easy questions मिल रहे हैं. So I can say खुद से बोलेगा moderate भी नहीं था, easy बोलेगा. As of now from previous paper analysis. समझ आ रहा है? As of now from previous paper analysis, geotechnical engineering questions easy, but at the same time I am giving you a very caution notice. MSQ आएगा उनसे डर लगेगा, because around 40% of marks from geotechnical they are giving theory question. Or suppose for example if we say here they are giving 15 marks, set 1 से 15 marks, set 2 से 15 marks. 7 marks are coming from concept, not from formula. 8 marks are from formula, numerical questions. So if you want to answer a theory question, conceptual question, how much depth of theoretical knowledge you need to have? If you want to answer a assertion reasoning, हम गेट में कभी भी नहीं देखा, but you have seen in IISc Bangalore questions, assertion reason model is done in IISc Bangalore. कोई IIT assertion reason in गेट नहीं दिया, IISc Bangalore दे रहा, but आपको concept अच्छा आ गया तो आसान हो जाएगा. So this 40% theory will decide your rank. Geotechnical engineering marks and rank is decided by that 40% theory. And this questions basics, classification, relationship, Sherwag formula se nahi tha, gamma D formula is there now. We have 2-3 formula related to gamma D. That gamma D formula. And also we have given V1 in the volume in relation with E. Volume in relation with void ratio, volume in relation with gamma. These are very important. Yes, gamma D, dry unit weight formula, as well as we have solved the question. V1 by V2 is equal to 1 plus E1 by 1 plus E2. V1 gamma 1 is equal to V2 gamma 2. V1 gamma 1 is equal to V2 gamma 2. Solve किया ना? हाँ, those formulas that will play big role in the basic relationship. इंडेक्स प्रॉपर्टी से सिर्फ लिक्विड लिमिट का क्वेश्चन आ गया. लिक्विड लिमिट, प्योरली लिक्विड लिमिट क्वेश्चन, प्योरली दे गिव यू लिक्विड लिमिट. वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. देखो हर एक एग्जाम में दिया सॉइल क्लासिफिकेशन 1 मार्क. दे आस्क द टाइप ऑफ सॉइल, टाइप ऑफ सॉइल very clearly they are asking it. Very very important. Silty sand, sandy gravel, gravelly silt. Based upon the given data we can derive. It's not theoretical question. They will give this much percentage of particles of fines are passing through the sieve. Then what is the type? Yes, Indian standard only, अखंड Indian standard soil classification. And permeability में एक question बना दिया हम. I think you remembered. Water is flowing from top, ऐसा मैनोमीटर बना दिया इधर. So water is flowing. Head, what is head? Permeability में बात किया ना इनके बारे में. So that permeability question. And this is given. Water is passing through horizontally like this through soils. One more question. This is soil. This is soil sample given here. Water is passing through it. What is K value? What is K value? Yes, stratified soil permeability. Correct, Pranjal Garu. True. So these are the two marks questions they are giving directly. Two marks questions they are giving directly. K horizontal. Yes, K horizontal model. Seepage analysis. Simple 1 mark question. Direct straight away seepage analysis से direct straight away questions. इतना ज्यादा नहीं था. ग्रेडियंट फार्मूला आईसी इज देयर ना, क्रिटिकल हाइड्रोलिक ग्रेडियंट. आईसी फार्मूला मालूम था ना आपको? आईसी से क्वेश्चन आ गया. स्ट्रेस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन से कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं था, बिकॉज दे आर फोकसिंग ऑन स्ट्रेस एंड स्ट्रेन का बारे में, स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ मटेरियल. इधर कुछ नहीं दिया अभी तक. ओके, कंसोलिडेशन, कॉम्पैक्शन, सिंपल, ऑलवेज All these questions are related to delta H only. Delta H ultimate consolidation level. Yes, quicksand critical numerical. Quicksand criteria से numerical IC. IC quicksand criteria से numerical आ गया फ्रेंड्स. So what is most important? Shear strength and earth pressure से question आ रहे देखो. Shear strength, earth pressure. So soil classification, permeability, shear strength, earth pressure, bearing capacity. These 5 are the heart. Very, very important. देखो, soil classification, permeability, shear strength, earth pressure, bearing capacity, pile foundation. So in this you have theory. Soil classification से theory आएगा, earth pressure से theory आएगा, shear strength से भी test में theory questions पूछेगा. Graphs है ना, test में shear strength का बारे में graphs है, हमारा पास graphs and tests. So ये tests and graphs से हमको theory question आएगा, bearing capacity से theory question आएगा. These are theory questions, sir. New batch for geotech, it will take after environmental only. पहले हम environmental खत्म होना चाहिए ना अखंडगार. After environmental only new batch for geotech will come. No, stability of slope से कोई question नहीं दिया अभी तक. Okay, DJ गारो done. Take care DJ, अच्छे से पढ़ लो. Stability of slope से question नहीं दिया अभी तक. Not given 8 में, 16 में, and it is given, I think you remembered alpha, angle of internal friction, वहां से बहुत ज्यादा क्वेश्चन आ गया. 3 times questions came from alpha angle of internal friction. इतना बार दिया. So focus on that. But to be frank, I would like to say, हमारा notes आपका पास होगा तो geotech इतना tough नहीं लगेगा आपको, because we have solved that many models what IISC has not solved. So don't worry. Pressure distribution भी नहीं दिया. Pressure distribution effective stress से question नहीं था. Effective stress से question नहीं था. But अखंड गारो, अखंड जी. But if you want to solve bearing capacity, if you want to solve consolidation, if you want to solve earth pressure, that effective stress and pressure distribution required. That is needed. With that effective stress basics only we solve these questions. हाँ, Mrignaka, very good. Alpha नहीं था pi, angle of internal friction, pi. Okay, चलो.
Yeah. Coming to this RCC, the first and foremost topic to be focused is beams and slabs, right? Whoever it is giving gate paper from RCC, you have to focus on which one, these beams and slabs definitely, right? And that too 90% questions will be from limit state method, and 10% chances are there from you will be getting question from working stress method, right? So people will think that, sir, working stress method is not there. No, it is there, right? You just check the syllabus. Working stress method is mentioned in the syllabus, right? You may get questions from this working stress method also, but very, very less chances, right? 10% chances are there only to get questions from working stress method. 90% chances are there to get questions from this limit state method, right? And that too, what you can get is moment of resistance calculation questions you can get. Okay, under reinforced section, over reinforced section, balanced section, you have to identify and you have to calculate this moment of resistance, right? Mostly this type of questions only you can get, right? If it is a numerical, right? Otherwise you will be getting theoretical questions, right? So theoretical questions are also not lesser from this subject, you can say. Theoretical questions also will be getting, right? If you just observe this fundamentals of RCC design, so they have focused on this theoretical questions also, you can say, right? I have taken one series on this IS 486, those specifications, those classes, each and every class of this IAS 486 I have explained, right, with some previous examples and some other questions you can say, right. So you just go through that series. It may be useful for all examinations, right. Interview point of view it will be useful, and every point of view it will be useful, right. And after getting job also that will be useful, you can say, right. So especially for this IISc, these fundamentals also will be important, right. So these codal provisions, right, codal specifications will be important, right. And from these fundamentals only theoretical questions, right, there is no numerical question, you can say, right. All are theoretical questions only will be getting from these fundamentals of this RCC. Their codal provisions, just remember the values and answer, that's it, okay. Or theoretical, right, just a direct value or some concept they will ask, right, like that only. And after beams and slabs you have to focus on this shear, you can say, right, shear mostly, right, shear and bond you can focus less, no problem, but shear and torsion to be focused more, you can say, right. Shear and torsion to be focused more, right. Combined shear and torsion you may get questions mostly, right. So in this also what they will give, that a development length calculation, how many times this diameter, that's it, right. The development length calculations, and this is spacing questions they will be asking, right, not more than that, right. The spacing of the shear reinforcement, two-legged vertical stirrups of 8 mm diameter they will mention, and they will ask you to calculate the spacing, right. So the questions also will be direct formula based questions only, right. Just substitute the given data in the formula, you will get the answer, right. So I am telling you, substitute the given data in the given formula, in the formula, corresponding formula, you will get the answer, right. You need not think much, you need not use brain, you need not bring some other's brain to solve these questions, okay. So that much easy level questions will be given, right, direct questions, right, no twisting will be there. In the beams and slabs, moment of resistance calculations you can say, and in the shear also that so shear, bond, torsion also, this development length type of one, and the spacing calculations, right, these type of questions, right. In the fundamentals of this RCC design, direct specifications and some theoretical type of questions also you'll get, right. So that's it, right. You have, if you are focusing mostly on this now, you can get all types of questions, you can say, right. Columns and footings, if you consider, very rarely you will be getting questions, right. From here also, IISc Bangalore also, now 2024 also, we may expect very less probabilities there to get questions from these columns and footings, right. Generally they will be getting which one, generally they will be giving, generally normally itself very rarely you will be getting questions from these columns and footings, right. Yes, working stress method jarur padna hai, right. You have to study definitely, right. You have to study definitely that working stress method, okay. You cannot neglect it, it is there in the syllabus, okay. You have to study definitely. And pre-stressed concrete also, actually if you just observe now, they have reduced the syllabus, before 2016 if you just observe, and IISc itself has changed the syllabus of pre-stressed concrete also, you can say, right. Previously the basics of pre-stressed concrete, analysis and losses, all these were there, but in the new syllabus what you can observe, that the same syllabus is only continued now, till now not changed. Only what is that you are having, losses you have to study and analysis you have to study, right. That's it, right. Don't go with the basics of this pre-stressed concrete, right, whatever it is there in the first chapter.
1 mark will be coming from pre-stressed concrete.
Yes, that is
5-year paper.
Yeah, yes, that will be also from these two topics, right, not from the first chapter, because first chapter will be very lengthy and that is fully theoretical. Even though IISc giving theoretical questions, so that is not there in the syllabus now, right. So don't waste your time on this first chapter, mainly focus on which one, this analysis and losses, right. That too very easy, calculation of stresses, right. If you know strength of materials na, then this will be over, that's it, right. You need not have much knowledge of this one also, right. Just based on the strength of material concept only, you can say, you will be calculating the losses and resultant stresses. Yeah.
Ashish and Saurabh, you can follow latest course of geotechnical engineering, because in the latest course we discussed 2023 twist questions also we solved. Because whenever you want to go through the course, you can go with the latest courses. So we can add up recent numerical questions which will be given in 2023 also. So that will be more helpful for you. And Saurabh, that will be IS 456 2000 code only required.
Yes, that only. But you have to consider these amendments, right. Recent amendments, 5 amendments are done. So in 2029 also they are done. So you have to consider the latest amendments, right. Don't follow the old ones, you can say, right. I have given in the class already. those things. Old one and new one I have given, what are the changes they have done. New ones only we have to follow, right? Especially you have to focus on this specifications, right? So that's why the specifications also must be new specifications you have to follow, right? Don't study the old specifications, you can say. Okay, right. These
Today,
topics,
Nayak, you can follow the classes, no problem, old classes, because you don't have subscription. Whatever you have the notes with RCC, Soman survey of RPSR, that is enough. And RPSR blog you can follow whatever previously completed special classes. All classes are there, you don't worry. Buddhadev Nayak. सब
Yeah.
क्लास में मिलेगा, हाँ पक्का मिलेगा, अखंड गारू, डोंट वरी.
Yes.
Everything will finish in the syllabus. सब क्लास में मिलेगा.
Yeah.
देखो, hydrology, as usual, IISC is the institute which introduced the topic of well hydraulics and always give priority to well hydraulics. IISC introduced the topic as well as it is giving that much priority to the topic of well hydraulics. Unfortunately, 23 में well hydraulics का बारे में एक क्वेश्चन भी आ गया, but previous papers last 5-6 years से भी well hydraulics is very important. So, पक्का the first most preferred will be well hydraulics. And flood routing से पूरा gate starting till 2023. In flood routing, numerical questions came twice. That numerical questions of flood routing twice came, that is in IISC only. Remaining IITs has given 1 mark theory straight away questions. But numericals of flood routing, we neglect this chapter regularly. Always we neglect this chapter of flood routing because that formula is very lengthy formula. You know that formula, na? Q formula, Q is equal to I naught C naught, a formula Qn is equal to. Qn is equal to I naught C naught plus In Cn. ऐसा ले लेंगे ना, In C1, ये formula ले लेंगे ना, Qn minus 1 C2. Flood routing में ये formula मिलेगा आपको. That formula very important. Here only one set, Debu Malia. 2002, 2008, only one set available. There are no two sets. 2002, 17 marks from one paper only. 2008, 2 marks, that too from well hydraulics. 2016, 6 marks. No? 6 marks from set 1, 4 marks from set 2. Set 1 says 6 marks, 2016, 4 marks from set 2. So average we can get hydrology say 4 marks. As usual, first important well hydraulics, second important hydrograph, third important flood routing. After that you think about remaining. Especially flood routing come here. Previously in any session we never talk about flood routing. छोड़ दो बोल दिया. But IISC के लिए flood routing will play very big role. It plays compulsory one question you are going to expect.
Yeah, RCC weightage 4 to 6 marks will be getting Abhi, right? Same as survey.
Yes, hydrology I will teach in Akhand. Already we have finished and will launch. After irrigation again I will launch hydrology. 16 से irrigation शुरू करेगा, 1 month में हो जाएगा. Then immediately I will start hydrology again.
Yeah, Sunil, survey highway is already over. You just go back. I think you joined late. That transportation completely we have done, you can say, right? So here coming to this structural analysis, right? Here, as usual, there are no much changes, you can say. First chapter, right? Static and this kinematic indeterminacy and stability, including stability, right? You will be getting mostly. Definitely there will be one question from this, you can say, right? Static and this kinematic indeterminacy. And if you just observe now that zero force members calculation, right? In this trusses, you can say the trusses also their favorite topic, you can say. Zero force member calculation IISc Bangalore has given for the first time in GATE, you can say. Okay, zero force members in ESC they have given very long back they started giving. But in GATE, IISc Bangalore is the first one who started giving this zero force member calculations, you can say, right? Identify how many number of zero force members are there, right? So that a very simple chota bacha question, you can say, right? Is na, if you remember them na, If you remember some conditions, now those conditions, meeting conditions of this member, automatically you can answer this, right? First topic to be focused is which one? Static and this kinematic indeterminacy. That is the first topic you have to focus.
To be frank, without the question from this
Yeah.
chapter, there is no gate paper.
There is no gate paper, right? Mostly you will get question, right? If at all that fellow,
Mostly, pakka one question aayega, 2 marks
mostly you
or
will
1
get
mark,
question
pakka
definitely.
one question
Yeah.
aayega.
If that fellow is only wanted to make the question paper tough, right? Then we can't say anything, right? But generally you will get question definitely from here, you can say, right? Sir, sir, I am continuing. One sec. Sir, ending. Can you please extend the class, sir? Time.
Extended, already extended.
It is showing for me again. One sec, sir.
No, extended, sir. No problem.
Yeah, I pressed continue, but it is not going off. One sec, sir. I'll just refresh
For
it.
you, it won't come.
Yeah, I'll just refresh, sir. I'll just refresh and come. Yeah.
What?
Highway new batch.
Sir, join again.
Yeah. Yeah, sir. You write 1, 2, 3. I cannot write actually. KP sir only can write. I cannot write. I can just only speak. Right. Yeah. First priority you have to give for which one? Yeah, first priority you have to give for which one? The static and this kinematic indeterminacy. Second priority you have to give for second means almost equal priority for this trusses. Okay, sir. Number 2 for trusses. Number 1 for static and kinematic indeterminacy, and number 2 trusses, you can say, right? And okay, trusses you can say, and after that displacement methods, right? Third priority you have to give for this displacement methods, right? Displacement methods means, right, this is slope deflection methods we are having now, mostly matrix methods, and this is slope deflection method only you will be getting questions, right? Matrix method, sorry, not matrix method, moment distribution, right? Moment distribution method, and this is slope deflection method, right? So moment distribution is a type of slope deflection. In that slope deflection also, that direct formulas are there, MAB formula, MBA formula, and in this moment distribution also, majority questions, if you just observe which are given by IISC, what they have given is, they have given on this distribution factor calculation and stiffness calculations only they have given, right? So not even the moment calculation also, right? So if you are going up to the moment calculation means, that is little bit a lengthy question, but majority questions will be on the distribution factor calculations only, right? So moment calculation questions may not be given 90%, right? 90% probability is there that moment calculation questions will not be given, right? Distribution factors, up to that you have to go for, right? They'll be giving some frame and they'll ask you what is the distribution factor for this member, you can say, right? That kind of questions you may find, right? And coming to this matrix now, simple. If you know mathematics matrices now, this matrices also will become easy, right? Because here majority questions will be, they will be giving the stiffness matrix and they will be asking the flexibility matrix, right? How can you find out? How can you find out? Just you do the inverse of this given matrix and you will get the answer, right? So further, do you require any structural engineering knowledge? You don't require any structural engineering knowledge, right? Flexibility matrix they will give, and stiffness matrix they will ask, right? So don't miss those kind of questions, right? At least you learn matrices, right? In mathematics you will be learning matrices now, so that will be useful here also, right? You 90% of the questions given from these matrix methods are like that only. Okay, just 1 or 2 questions, right? 1 or 2 questions are different, and that too not given by IISc Bangalore, you can say, right? IISc Bangalore, all questions are just inverse matrix calculation only, right? So you cannot miss that, you can say, right? Just by learning the inverse calculation of matrix, you will be earning 1 mark definitely. Okay, so don't miss this, everyone. And
Mr. Mantosh Kumar, precious PDF मिल जाएगा, class attend किया ना? I have taken attendance of every student, so I can send individually. Those who are new here, a number ले लो, क्लास अटेंडेंस का स्क्रीनशॉट सेंड करो, आपको पीडीएफ मिल जाएगा। नहीं होगा तो डायरेक्टली स्पेशल क्लास से आप
डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं।
Directly you can do it from special class, or if you are unable to get through special class, I will send the PDF to you personally. But very important, I know regularly who are coming plus class students, I know everyone, Mantosh garu likh diya naam, pura ka pura likh diya, so you can get the PDF, you don't worry guys.
Okay, yeah. So average marks will be little bit higher than RCC, you can say, structural analysis generally. Little bit more.
RCC, how many sir we can expect?
RCC 4 to 6 marks, sir. Not more than that. 4 to 5 marks. Yeah, 4 to 5 marks you can say, not more than that. Yeah, structural analysis more than that, right? 5 to 6 marks you can expect mostly.
5 to 6.
Yeah. So these are the topics you focus, right? So very few and one thing I'm telling, force methods, those strain energy methods are there na. So don't waste your time on the strain energy methods, especially for GATE, right? Those strain energy methods are very much useful for IISC, not for GATE, right? Because they will take lot of time, and the direct questions on the strain energy will not be given. If at all you wanted to study that virtual work method only, you study, right? From the strain energy method or force method, you can say, right? Don't study any other method, you can say, right? Yes, na? Sir, that's it.
So irrigation का बारे में, this is completely different approach. थोड़ा अच्छे से देखो, irrigation, whenever we go with IIT Kharagpur, IIT Kanpur, Bombay, Delhi, always initial topics are there, no? Field capacity, permanent building point, soil moisture capacity, irrigation efficiency. 90% questions are from that. But IISC is focusing special topics. Dam से 2 times numerical question दिया, डैम से 2 times question दे रहा है, वेड्स से भी न्यूमेरिकल क्वेश्चन दिया, एंड रिमाइनिंग टॉपिक से थियरी क्वेश्चंस, स्पिलवे, कैनाल डिजाइन से लेसी मेथड से एक क्वेश्चन आ गया, एंड रिसेंटली वी हैव द टॉपिक्स लाइक एक्विडक्ट, साइफन एक्विडक्ट. फ्रॉम दिस ऑल अदर टॉपिक्स से ज्यादा क्वेश्चन आ रहे. देखो 5 marks, 4 marks, 2 marks. It is a completely different approach, and completely different approach. That is what I am saying, Devu Malya, and tough questions very clearly. This is the only subject which is giving tough by IISc. When whatever I have analyzed, I am not talking about structures, I am talking about all water related, geotech and all the subjects. As per my analysis, the tough is irrigation. Hydrology easy, environmental easy, geotechnical easy. FM थोड़ा tough आएगा, OCF easy. But irrigation is the most toughest subject. You have to finish 100% syllabus. Okay, Mantosh Gar, you can go. So for that 2 marks, you need to finish full syllabus of irrigation. That is only cross drainage, Mrignaka. That also will play big role. Because whenever numericals are coming, the questions are from completely different questions. डैम से फोर्स रेजोल्यूशन, वेड से पाइर का बारे में क्वेश्चन, कैनाल से कैनाल डिजाइन लेसी मेथड का क्वेश्चन, क्रॉस ड्रेनेज वर्क का थियोरेटिकल क्वेश्चन. कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट अप्रोच दे आर गिविंग. द मोस्ट difficult and tough subject is for IISc is for irrigation. So we expect the same pattern will be continued. We are happy if questions are coming from our regular batch. Regular is field capacity, permanent building point, all those questions. Those are regular. So pray God to give the questions from them only. But always they prefer to give from different topics. That is why Messi Garu, we focus on Upparwala topic for other IITs but not for IISc. So क्या चल रहा है comment box में? अरे दादी गारू, you are taking subscription Devu and making him into the deep well. डेल्टा ड्यूटी से अभी तक कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं आ गया IISc एग्जाम में. ज्ञानेंद्र, ड्यूटी डेल्टा से अभी तक कुछ क्वेश्चन नहीं दिया फ्रॉम IISc. दैट इज द सरप्राइज फ्रॉम इरिगेशन. Yeah.
So steel structures, here you can say plastic analysis, right? That is the first and foremost topic to be focused, right? And in that plastic analysis also, that too, if you just observe this IISc questions, they are given mostly from this shape factor and this load factor also, right? They did not cross that point, right? If you observe other IITs, they have given questions from this what is that, collapse load calculation also, but if they wanted to make it tough, they will give. But generally what is it, you can say shape factor and this load factor questions only you will be getting from this plastic analysis, right? Plastic analysis you can never neglect, okay? You can never neglect plastic analysis examinations point of view, definitely, right? Okay. And after this plastic analysis now, first chapter, right? First chapter specifications you have to focus, right? Generally specifications and connections, right? So that too, in this connections, right? What connections you will be getting? Mostly which type of these connections will be getting, right? Recently, if you just observe now, they are focusing on this not bolted, eccentric connections, you can say, right? Bolted, welded, right? Bolted and these welded connections, right? Eccentric connections you have to focus, right? Either it is a bolted or it is a welded, right? We don't know exactly whether they will be giving from bolted or welded. They are giving equal importance. Riveted you will not get, okay? Riveted connections you will not get, because those riveted connections are there in the are there according to the old IS 800, and according to the new IS 800 even if it is working stress method also, we have to use bolts only, right? Rivets are obsolete nowadays, you can say, right? Rivets you cannot use, right? Only bolted and which one, this welded connections, gate point of view, right? Riveted connections you have to study only AC point of view, okay? And other state examinations point of view, but gate point of view, riveted connections is not at all required, okay? Bolted and welded, and a type 1 and a type 2 eccentric connections, right? Mostly majority questions, if you just observe from the eccentric connections now, they are from type 1 connections only, right? Type 1 means in plane or out of plane, in plane connections, right? You can say that a twisting moment comes now, mostly from that type 1 eccentric connections only you will be getting, right? Few questions are also there from this type 2, right? But majority questions are from type 1. And apart from that, if you just observe recently, they in the last 5-6 years, if you just observe now, apart from the connections, they are giving questions from this tension and this compression members also, okay? So tension and compression members also they started giving questions, right? You have to be careful, right? And tension members, simple type of questions only you will get, but compression members you have to study all, okay? So little bit depth if they are going, means they will go in the compression member only, right? They will not go in depth in any other topic, only they will go little bit depth in the compression member, right? You have to be careful, right? So Kaise type of questions means especially you are having this base plate calculation, thickness of this base plate calculation, right? Recently one question is given, numerical questions only, right? Numerical questions only, right? Gyanendra, from the first chapter only you will be getting the theoretical questions, remaining all chapters you will be getting numerical questions, right? You can say from all the subjects, steel structures is the only one from which numerical questions are given by, majority numerical questions are given by IISc Bangalore, you can say, right? Because theoretical part is also very less here. Only in the first chapter majority theoretical part is there, and in the other theoretical part is not that much, you can say, right? Yeah, gazetted base is also not there, simple slab base, okay? Gazetted base also you need not worry, simple slab base only, right? Pranjal you have to focus, simple slab base only, right? Gazetted base you don't waste your time, right? Because they did not give in any examination, there is no question from the gazetted base, okay? Grillage foundation also there was no question, right? Only in the university examinations you will be getting that question, okay? Gazetted base, these competitive examinations you will not be getting, you can say, okay? And little difficult, you can say, right? Moderate to difficult questions will be from steel structures only, right? So that is what Buddhadev you can say, right? All other subjects are which one? Easy to moderate and moderate mostly, but the steel structures, if you just observe now, moderate and a little higher than moderate type of questions you are getting, right? So you have to focus fully, right? The steel structures especially.
So here we'll make the list of subjects, the aspects as per IISc pattern: easy, moderate and difficult. So we can take here environmental easy, OCF, hydrology. Difficult में FM दे दो, moderate में geotechnical engineering and the other irrigation भी ले लो. And you can get easy questions from construction management and building materials, construction management and materials also. Sir, from your subjects?
Yeah, steel will come under little difficult, sir. That's it. Remaining all will come under this moderate and easy only. Moderate you can keep it under all other subjects.
So based on this, you can focus. CPM part, you have to focus on float. Then critical time, project completion time or critical time. These are the only two questions repeatedly given. CPM part से पहले बार ये introduce किया. CPM part पहले बार introduce किया. So only one time they conducted exam ना Aditya. IISC one time only conducted. No crashing problem. That much conceptual twist questions crashing नहीं आएगा IISC से, don't worry. And building material only they focus on cement and wood. Building material से cement and wood. CPM on part से critical time and float. So here you need to focus one point. Every student has to focus more on theory because IISC means conceptual. Always IISC not gives more twist questions. Twist tricky model नहीं था. Twist tricky model नहीं था. Conceptual model से चलेगा. Conceptuals are very 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 important. Theory nearly 40% मिल जाएगा हमको. Focus more on MSQs. MSQs and we have match the following pattern. More questions I have observed. I don't know about structures, sir. RP sir, do you have any match the following questions?
Match type are not there, sir. Just
okay.
Direct type of questions only there mostly.
So, but geotech, environmental, FMC, MSQs and match the following we can expect more. Building material, cement and wood. Building material, you focus on two topics, cement and wood. These two topics only you can focus on building material.
Yeah, Buddhadev, engineering mechanics mostly have to focus on this friction and centroids topics, right? Centroid moment of inertia are there, na? Friction is the one topic you have to focus, and the second topic will be centroid and moment of inertia, right? So these two only. Because the centroid and moment of inertia, actually we are using the centroid and moment of inertia calculations as a part of one question, as a part of many questions in strength of materials, right? So you need not study separately, but engineering mechanics specifically you say means these two topics you have to focus, right? They don't go beyond this mostly.
So very important when compared to IIT Kanpur, it is very easy. So you can say the level. When we talk about IIT Kanpur, we said moderate to difficult. But when we talk about IISc Bangalore, I have seen the paper and RP sir also have seen the papers very clearly. We analyzed the questions. We worked on it around 8 to 9 hours for the entire all years questions. So it is around easy to moderate, not
yeah,
moderate to difficult. Only few subjects like steel structures, irrigation and FM. Steel structures, irrigation and FM, those are tough and difficult. Remaining is maths and apti only na Akand, not technical. Akand garu, it is only remaining maths and apti na. So maths and apti you can ask just your respective faculty. Maths is just I will inquire and tell you Siva. So simply biasil I don't say easy, moderate like that for maths. I will ask with either BB Reddy sir or Uma sir. I will tell you after talking with the faculty, I will talk about it. So we have done total all technical subjects. Okay. Only the remaining is maths and apti.
Yeah, apti also I wanted to say one thing, sir. Generally, other exams you observe now, they are giving more questions from reasoning, less questions from quant part. But if you just observe this IISc one, only one time they have given, previously not more than any time, right? Just one time only previously you are having. They are focusing more on the quant part, you can say, right? Quantitative aptitude part you have to focus more compared to which one is reasoning part, you can say, right? So that is because that numerical part you have to focus more, right? Here, especially in the aptitude part, you can say.
Okay, Dadi garu, अच्छे से सो जाओ. Go and eat well. Go and sleep well, Dadi garu. So today you attended full session. So we are very happy to see you here. बहुत खुश रहेगा आप. चलो. Okay guys, we hope all questions will be solved. So ESC separate session, engineering service exam separate session 60. Already we have done that. I will send you the link. 60 garu. I will send you the link. Don't worry. Okay. Spatial aptitude also there. That also will focus. GATE में estimation costing नहीं था, Rohit. There is no estimation costing in GATE. Don't worry.
Yes, special aptitude in 2021 only they have introduced, right? Before 2021 it was not there in the GATE syllabus, you can say. Okay, 2021 only they have introduced. So IISc Bangalore previously, but that special aptitude questions will not be that much difficult. Very easy questions, right? The easiest topic in the entire aptitude is special aptitude only, you can say. Okay, very easy, right? Even just a 6th class student also can answer very easily them. Okay.
So before going, just remember this. Tomorrow 3 p.m. there is a orientation session where we talk what is environmental engineering, why environmental engineering is important for GATE civil paper and GATE environmental science paper. And 8 p.m. RPSR is starting surveying subject. So new plus classes. This is environmental engineering 3 p.m. But our class is 5:30. From first onwards class is 5:30. Tomorrow only 3 p.m. because tomorrow 5:30 we are having OCM class. 8 p.m. से RPSR सर्वेइंग शुरू करेगा कल से. पूरा लिंक आपको ग्रुप में मिल जाएगा.
Okay. We'll share the links. Don't worry. After the class is over.
Okay. Good night, guys.
Thank you. Good night, everyone. Good night, Dev. Good day.